Once upon a time, of all good days in the year, on Christmas Eve, old Ebenezer Scrooge, member of the firm of Scrooge, Marley and Company, sat busy in his counting house. It was cold, bleak, biting weather, and he could hear the people in the courthouse go wheezing up and down the streets, beating their hands upon their breasts and stamping their feet upon the pavement to keep warm. The city clocks had gone 3 already, but it was quite dark. And the candles, well, the candles, they were glaring in the neighboring offices, like ruddy smears upon the brown air. The door to Scrooge's counting house was open, that he might keep his eye on his faithful but shivering clerk, Bob Cratchit, who in a cold, dismal cell below was copying letters. Suddenly, Bob Cratchit arose and approached the office of old Scrooge.
Excuse me.
Well, out with it. What are you standing there for?
Well, Mr. Scrooge, sorry to bother you, sir, but my fire's almost out, and I thought that another bit of coal...
Nonsense!
would...
Haven't I told you that I don't want you burning up my coal like tinder?
Yes, sir.
Why don't you get back to your work, then?
Well, sir, tomorrow's Christmas.
Yes, I know, and you're wondering whether you could have the day off, I suppose.
Yes, sir, if it's quite convenient, sir.
No, it is not convenient. Not at all. If I was to hold half a crown from you, you'd think yourself, ill-used. Christmas,
Yes, sir.
bah. Just another poor experience to pick a man's pocket every December 25th. My old partner Marley agreed with me well on this. He also thought it was a lot of humbug. And you, a clerk with 15 shillings a week and a wife and family, talking about a Merry Christmas? Bah!
Yes, so may I have tomorrow off then, sir?
Well, I suppose if you must, I'll be here all the earlier the next morning.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Who is that, Cratchit?
It's a man and a woman, sir, and I don't know who they are.
Mr. Scrooge and Mr. Marley.
Mr. Marley.
Mr. Marley's been dead these 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night.
We have no doubt that his generosity will be well represented by his surviving partner.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we make some small provision for the poor and destitute who suffer so greatly. There are many thousands in need of common necessities, sir, and many of hundreds of thousands in need of common comforts.
Are there no prisons?
Well, yes, plenty of prisons.
And the poorhouses, are they still in operation?
Both very busy, sir.
Well, I was afraid from what you told me at first that something had happened that stopped them in their usual course. I'm glad to hear it.
Under the impression that they hardly furnish Christian cheer to the mind and body of the multitude, a few of us are trying to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and means of warmth. We chose this time because it is a time above all others when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices. What may we put you down for, sir?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You wish to be anonymous.
I wish to be left alone.
Oh.
I don't make merry at Christmas myself, and I can't afford to make idle people merry. I already support the establishments I have mentioned, and they cost enough. People who are not well off should go there.
Well, many can't go there, sir, and others would rather die.
Well, then let them do it then and decrease the surplus population. Besides, I don't know anything about them.
But you might care to know them, sir.
It is none of my business. Now, good afternoon.
Good day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Humbug.
Christmas to you.
Now, who is that, Cratchit?
That's your nephew, sir.
Merry Christmas, Uncle. God save you.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, humbug.
Christmas a humbug. Why, you don't mean that, I'm sure.
There
I
he does.
do. Merry Christmas. What right do you have to be merry? What reason do you have to be merry? You're poor enough.
What right have you to be dismal? You're rich enough.
Ah, humbug.
Oh, don't be cross, Uncle.
Well, what else can I be in a world such as this? Merry Christmas. Out upon Merry Christmas. What is it to you but a time to pay your bills without any money? If I had my way, every idiot that goes around with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding, he should.
Uncle.
Nephew, you keep Christmas in your way, and I'll keep it mine.
But you don't keep it.
Well, then, let's leave it alone, then. For all the good it has ever done you, or will.
It has done me a lot of good. Apart from its sacred celebration, it has brought me a kind, caring, charitable, happy time. It's the only time I know in the whole calendar when men and women open their hearts, hearts that sometimes stay closed the rest of the year. Though it has never put a scrap of gold in my pocket, I believe it has done me good and will do me good, and therefore I say, God bless
a powerful speaker, sir. It's a wonder you don't go into Parliament.
Oh, don't be cross, Uncle. Come dine with us tomorrow.
No, I will not dine with you.
But why not?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Good afternoon.
Nay, Uncle. You never came to dine with me before I was married. Why give that as an excuse now?
Good afternoon.
Why can't we be friends? We have never had any quarrel to which I have been a part yet, nor shall we ever. I came here in homage to Christmas, and I shall keep my Christmas spirit to the end. So Merry Christmas, Uncle.
Good afternoon.
And that God save the New Year!
Ah!
Oh, beautiful. Oh. Oh. Well, excuse me, sir. It's 7 o'clock, sir.
Correct, Cratchit.
So, I don't wish to be impertinent, sir, but I'd like to collect my wages, if I may.
That's the trouble with you, Cratchit. All you ever think about is pleasure and squandering money. Yeah.
Oh, yes, sir.
There you
Thank you.
go. Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate your generosity, sir.
That's my problem. I'm a party to my own generosity. Just remember to be here all the earlier the morning after Christmas.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Merry Christmas, sir.
I'll be gone with you and take your infernal Merry Christmas with you.
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant, thank you, sir.
There goes another one. 15 shillings a week, a wife and 4 children, and he still talks about a Merry Christmas. Belong in a lunatic asylum, the lot of them.
Oh, my boys, Peter, Tim. Oh, you're so cold. Oh, I'm sorry, boys. Oh, Mr. Scrooge and I had a lot of last-minute business to attend to, and you know what? Forget that. What do you boys want for Christmas?
I would like a toy.
A toy. And how about you, Tim?
I like anything.
Well, anything. Why not something in particular, Tim?
Well, you said I can't have nothing, so I might as well like anything.
Well, Tim, you are a philosopher and a gentleman. And I've got 15 shillings in my pocket.
15 shillings?
15 shillings, which says that the Cratchit family is going to have as good a Christmas as the Lord Mayor of England himself.
It's Mr. Scrooge.
Ah, £2 and 5 shillings I do before Christmas, madam, and that means today.
What with it being Christmas, sir? We've given people an extra week or two to pay.
That is not my business. My business is to collect £2 and 5 shillings now.
But I sell things for children, sir, and people simply can't afford it at this time.
Well, neither can I, but I will grant you another week's credit,
Thank you, Mr.
which will
Scrooge.
cost you another 12 shillings.
12?
Well,